Gross.
Skill
Say
checks
second
were.
edition was gross. It was fun.
It was, and you learned math because Thaco is weird.
I hate math.
Thaco
But
was the
skill
shit.
checks were even easier because you just have to roll lower than your score. So
Yeah.
if you had a 20, then you could 19 or 20. You had to roll on that one to fail a skill check.
Well, there's remember some skills had check modifiers, where it would be a minus or a bonus. And I remember when I first started playing second edition, when we were like 11 years old, we didn't know what the check modifiers meant. That you only did that math when you were rolling the check. And everyone was like, "Look at this! Charioteering is a +3 to Dex. Everyone's going to get charioteering." It's like, no, when you roll your Dex check, it gives you, it's a +3 to what you would have to roll under.
It's been a long time. I just remember the halflings sick of whooping.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I've got a way better sense of humor now.
Yeah, he had. I was
Yep.
very big on halflings for a very long time. I still am because the lucky feat innately is just the best. But
Mhm.
yeah, he we were in this big ass cavern, overlooking, like, it had one open wall thing, and like he described the room a bit, and he's like, yeah, there's these grooves and the floor, they're pretty well spaced out. There's this guy, he's carrying a staff. We went up and talked to him, and things got a little heated, and apparently there was a magic item called the Halfling Stick of Whoopin', which would punt a halfling like a golf ball. And those grooves were distance markers to see how far he punted my character.
Incredible.
That's actually hilarious.
And you didn't, after all the setup and preamble, you didn't see it coming, did you?
I did not. I did not see it coming at all. And you
All right,
didn't see
well,
me tearing apart that highwayman either.
That was good stuff. Joe Pesci.
That was awesome. What was that, Grim?
we'll give Malik, chill, sorry, 2 more minutes, but then we will start up. Would anybody like to recap last session for a chance at inspiration?
I am unusually out of it. I didn't get to listen to the thing. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
So we had our big climatic battle at the hilltop. A lady threw down that area of effect mist where we had to roll con save all the time, but Jeebus's silence worked wonders and screwed up their ritual so that we did not have to fight the big golem thing that they were trying to create. And instead, hypnotic patterned everybody that was still in range, and then went kablooey and fried them all. The witch lady, Strahd's wife, did get away, unfortunately. But we won the day. And then we met Strahd at the Whispering Wall, where we agreed to confront our deepest desires, and each of us resisted, and we were given stones to either find a place or a thing, depending on the color of your stone. Strahd gloated for a bit, and then he disappeared.
And that brings us to the here and now.
I'm extremely pleased with my selection, by the way. I can Misty Step one single time. That's awesome. I'm gonna use that.
Very nice.
I'm gonna use that shit in the final battle with Strahd when he tries to turn into a bat and run for it. I'm gonna fucking
One
Misty
single
Step.
time, like ever, or like per rest?
No, ever. You use it. It's a one-use item, and you can use Misty Step, and I will save it until then.
That is, yeah, definitely keep a hold on that. But hey, don't forget about that, because that's probably like 4 to 6 months down the line.
I can't stop thinking about like me teleporting into the midair and biting Bat Strahd right out of the fucking air, like chomping on him with my teeth.
Oh, you're going full Aussie on him, aren't we?
Yes.
Are you gonna like fully eat him or like?
Well, no, he'll probably
That
turn
would go
back into a man.
hardcore.
No, he'll probably turn back
Well, then you
into a
gotta
man
keep
after I
eating
bite
him.
No, well, okay, that's crazy.
He'd just
You
be
guys are
attached to
crazy.
his leg.
We'll see
We're
what kind of
crazy.
mental state Glyce is in by that point. But yes, I mean, if Strahd killed all his children, yes, he will definitely eat them alive. Bite by fucking bite.
All right.
garlic
Well,
sauce.
each of you stepped out at the exact same moment, though
Do I get
none of
inspiration?
you. Oh yes, most definitely. Stackable inspiration if you already have some. Yes, just to be clear, beginning of session inspirations are the only type of inspiration I will ever give that is stackable. Because technically you can only have one at a time. So you guys did not experience each other's deepest desires, but you know that, each of your brethren must have experienced something similar because Strahd give the award to everyone. Isaac and Muriel, of course, did not attend. And they were simply waiting, sat rather impatiently, as you reappeared. Now you stand there beside this wall of fog, alone, safe for your companions. Muriel steps up and looks anxiously around. We should probably get this gem back to the winery, eh?
Oh yeah. Then we
Yeah,
get
so-
shithouse.
Yes, I believe that would be good.
We also need to drop the staff off to the ghost dude as well, like he
Let's go.
requested.
Yes, we gotta go see our ghost man again, and I gotta talk to him about meeting my children. I clearly just didn't do a good job pitching it before.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure you just need to convince him again.
Muriel, are you
persuasive.
being sarcastic with me, young lady?
Not at all.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
We're all here.
By the way, is she a human or a half-elf?
She is a human, visually.
Actually. Okay, well then as far as Gleister knows, he can address her as young lady.
That's fair.
All right.
Do you make any other stops around the hill, or do you head straight off?
I don't think there's anything else of note, is there?
Well, there's a
I don't
tree.
remember anything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
That's
Something
where
like
we
that
fought.
there.
Oh no, that's not where we fought. That was up where we can't see.
That was here.
I mean,
Yeah, we
it
could
looks
probably
like maybe
investigate that.
it's a dead tree.
Or it could be a crater.
That is true.
We can go investigate.
Be a Snorlax pit.
And be very careful.
All right.
Where are we going, Jarrell? Oh, right here.
We're investigating this. See what's happening.
Indeed.
Jarrell, are you like kneeling down, looking at the ground and trying to figure it out, and then Gleister just comes stomping up right where you're investigating?
Probably.
You guys crest this hill. You
Jeez.
climb up it a little bit just to climb back down again, as at the south end of the hilltop is a very sickly grove of dead trees and shrubs, with a very large misshapen tree as its core. Red liquid oozes like sap from its twisted trunk. And around it, not pictured, apologies, are a circle of craggy, jagged megaliths standing hunkered down among undergrowth, draped with vines and overgrown shrubs and brambles.
Is that a megalith?
Indeed, like large ancient stone.
Hmm. I would like to investigate that. See what's going on with it. Make a roll.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Oh shit! It's an hourglass.
that's not good.
Investigation 21's pretty good, bro.
It is pretty good. The circle of megaliths are. There's
You have
nothing really
voice
identified.
modulator going on, by the way.
Yeah. Do you mean to be doing the voice?
No, I don't. Sorry about that.
That was hilarious.
My bad.
Did you just smoke like 12 packs of cigarettes?
Right now, instantly. So there's nothing particularly identifiable about them, but they do give you like a sort of grand, like a feeling of grandeur.
Hmm.
What's the hourglass for?
To make me nervous.
Last time someone was dying.
What
Wow,
hourglass?
meant.
There's an hourglass on the screen.
Shit! It ran out. You guys are toast.
Yeah, I was giving me anxiety.
As you look around, you can see that
Oh,
past the wind that's moving the branches and brambles around you. But it is in fact more living creatures.
son of a bitch.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Are you
Rob-
joshing me?
We're all traumatized.
Sorry, I had to reload my thingy because it's froze.
I'm showing full spell slots and hit points to be
That is due to leveling up.
okay. So we are.
Sort of inevitable, unfortunately. Yes.
Wait, do we get our spell slots back?
Yep.
Oh!
Okay, it's like Diablo. Or World of Warcraft. We're like, yes!
Only because there's not any real way for me to stop that from happening. So it does. So it's fine.
We're so
It's
lucky.
fine. All right. One moment. Let me clear
Forgot to roll
us.
initiative.
You may commence with rolling. Jarrell, I'll add yours. And I'll say no, I'll add yours. And Leister, I will add yours.
Thank you.
Where are you, sir? Here you are. Leaving. All right, one moment while I select everybody. Kill me. I was holding the wrong key. There we go. All right, Jeebus, you are first up.
Alrighty. First, hold on. Is it action? Yes. Okay. I want to look at Glacier. I'm gonna say, "You can do this," and give him action. I'm gonna roll action on him if he's willing. It gives him a second ability to do another action.
What?
Hold on, I think that's what it
Oh
does. At least.
wow!
Yep, choose a
An
willing
additional-
creature. A weapon attack,
Okay.
dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Jeebus, can you do me a big favor? This is out of character.
Yeah.
Can you yell in Jeebus character in character as Jeebus? Can you yell "Fighting Spirit"?
Yeah, I got you. Fighting spirit!
God damn it! You're my hero, Jeebus. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then, oh, that means I get all my bardic inspiration. The hell yeah! And then I'm gonna give Alcena bardic inspiration as a bonus action, and then I'm gonna move to kind of over here, and then that'll be it for me.
All right. Muriel and Izik do not get their HP and such back, as an FYI. And Muriel is going to look a bit panicked. Let me turn this music down a little tiny bit. Muriel is looking a little bit panicked as she looks around. You do... Those aside from Jarrell, unfortunately, who is paying Muriel no attention, you do notice that some of her wounds seem to have knitted together slightly. And she is going to hold her action and look anxiously between you all. And Sturg is going to hold as well, waiting to see what everyone does. The Blights, though they have emerged and made their Twiggy Seld known, they just seem to be standing there.
Jarrell will cast where is it? There it is. Armor of Agathis, 3rd level.
Okay. So we're going to restart that power.
And so it's 15. And he will ready a sword, but he's gonna, if they're not attacking, he's gonna start slowly backing away. Does that blight attack him?
It does not. It simply stands there with its camouflaged, beady eyes blinking.
Guys, what do you think we should do?
I think maybe we should
Be nice to them.
try to leave. Yeah.
I
This
am
is their space.
with leave. Yeah.
Yeah. 7, 15. There's 30.
Okay, well then I am going to hold my action, and the trigger is going to be when it's Alcena's turn, and she moves past me, because I want to cover her. So, hold my action. Do you end a turn? Yeah, so Alcena, when you move past me, I'm going to start slowly backing, up.
You're, I think you're cut out. You roboted.
Shit balls.
He's going to walk back up as...
Yeah.
Cool, I thought it cut out for a second.
A little bit.
How about now?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah,
Yep.
perfect. Okay.
Yep. I got you,
Are you gonna only move that far?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with our little group that we got going right here.
Okey-dokey.
Just in case I have to go there. Just in case.
Alright. Well then...
Well, we broke the staff that controlled them, did we?
Those ones.
Back at the winery.
Okay.
I'm gonna move there because that should be good cover for Muriel and Jarell when they start to move. Can we, since Chill is still not with us, is he?
He's not coming tonight.
No. Yeah.
What? He's not coming tonight?
He's not feeling well.
Oh, that's a
I didn't
bummer.
see
He
that.
was just. Isn't that funny? Because he was just chastising us for being sick the other week.
We can shame him in the Discord later.
All right. Well, then Gleister will shout to Sterg because I assume that Sterg will do nothing unless he's told to. Ask him to move there to block, for Muriel. Yeah, that's good too, I guess. All right, and that's me. So let's see if the needle.
Yeah,
blade
his
does
action was
anything.
held.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're waiting on me.
All right, let's see if this needle blade is gonna attack us.
I thought I clicked it. My bad.
It's okay, just don't ever let it happen again. The branches of the blight sort of continue to sway, but at this moment, he simply stands there watching you. And Izek continues moving out of the grove.
Wait for your little brother.
He's anticipating his little brother coming along.
Better be. I don't know why I'm so suspicious. He's literally done nothing but prove that he is devoted to Phoebus.
You're channeling the Sturg, it's fine.
I'm gonna head back with Isaac.
Up?
Oh yeah, up, or
Uh-huh.
along with him. Walking backwards because I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, keeping eyes on him at all times, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Loot ready as a little ditty. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Where's my button? Where's my button? Oh no, it's good.
I passed it for you. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, I was.
You're welcome. Just so never let it happen again. And Muriel continues to edge backwards as well. Sturg, having been given his direction, does the same. Though as the seconds continue to pass, the blights begin to move forward.
Are they moving aggressively? Or just kind of shambling?
It does seem like they may be coming for you.
They seem like they're trying to communicate with us at all.
They don't seem keen on communication, though perhaps their lack of outward violence is their best attempt at it.
Okay.
I could either seriously start fucking them up, or we can get out of here.
I say we continue to try to weave, and then if they attack on their next turn, then we can fuck shit up.
Okay.
Wait, Alcina.
Yeah.
You're a druid. You need to speak to them and see if they want us to do something. Gleister is on the rear guard here, and that's literally all he's thinking about. Is it's okay, I'll take care of all these guys for you if you guys retreat safely. But I think we should try being nice to them. Maybe they need us to do something for them.
I didn't know if I could speak to them because.
Do you have speak with plants?
Damn it, I just thought Schmeep was a druid.
No.
Can you make hand gestures at them? Can you try to empathically? Would she have any kind of bonus for an insight check?
No.
am backing
Why?
up
But
with my hands up
greedy.
like we are not about to fight unless you make it an issue. But I don't think
Alright,
that they
well-
understand us either. They're plants.
Gleister's standing there, pointing helplessly at the lights, like, well, come on, we should try talking to him. Come on.
Are
Alright,
they
since
making
Alcina is...
Are they making any verbal, like audible noises,
Other
like they're trying
than
to
the
speak?
scraping of branches, the whispering of the dead leaves and their twigs, you hear nothing discernible.
Yeah, I
Okay,
only
they're not-
have, like, speak
Comprehend
symbols.
languages ain't gonna do anything. All right, I will move back. Assuming we're gonna continue retreating, but if they start attacking us, I'm holding the rest of my action to cast a spell.
Okay.
Okay, Gleister, for his turn, well, I'm gonna back up 2.
Are you going to tempt them with a simple backing of up, or are you going to disengage?
Well, first of all, I don't give a shit if they all try to take attack opportunity on me. That would actually answer one question about, are they mad at us? But yes, I will just take, that's a good start. So I'm going to put my hands up and I'm going to say, hey, tree people, do you something? Do we need to bring you like some fertilizer? You guys aren't getting enough water? Anything that we can do to help you? And then I'm just going to take a step backwards without disengaging, yes.
Okay. And in fact, the vine blight beside you and the needle blight below you do reach out with their danger hands. As the vine blight begins to try and wrap its way around you, and the needly claws rake over your armor.
2 misses. All right, y'all, let's get the heck out of here. Can I hold the rest of my action to do the same thing as last time so that Alcina can get ahead of me?
Well, she's right
I
after before
would-
anyone else goes, so.
Oh, I'm
That's
hot
true.
I'm hot on your trail.
Although I
No,
would
I'm not.
argue that your attempt to communicate with the blights would have been your action, but I'm keen to let you do that, yeah.
No. I'm perfectly fine with that too. Regardless, he would not move past her. So,
Okay.
he's rearguarding. So,
All right,
yeah,
well,
I'll end
that
it
will trigger Jarrell.
there. Beautiful.
Okay.
Because they attacked us. So he is going to cast a spell. His eyes get purpley and hazy. And he stares at a point somewhere back here.
Okay.
As a portal to the space in between.
Cosmic horrors. Oh man, Strahd would have loved this.
Begins to. Oh, you've got one. Look at that.
I do. I have one for everything.
No, up a little bit. I can't control it.
Now you
little-
can.
Okay, let's go with like right here.
Beautiful. Alright, I'm putting it on the map layer now. And any creature in that area that ends its turn there must make the dex save. Alright?
If it starts its turn in there, it automatically takes 2d6. If it ends its turn there, then it makes the dex save.
Where does it at?
Oh yeah, it says any character that starts turning the area takes 2d6. It's at the bottom.
Oh, starts. I just missed that whole sentence. Just that one sentence, though. Alright, so let's say they just take it automatically. I want to roll that 2d6. If you click the words in your spell sheet, it should do the damage roll. Or maybe you have it on your front page.
Let's see.
You just roll 2d6 if you want to, if it doesn't have it on there. I can fix it for you after session. Right. Bless you.
Thank you. So sorry. Decent damage.
Not bad.
Indeed.
For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We love an AoE.
Since he's doing that, I am then going move back a bit. And then did we establish that Glacier was gonna move basically with me? Or that is
That's fine.
No,
where he's at?
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Go for
Yeah,
it.
if I can. Sweet. Well, then I will end
Okay.
up here.
Good. And then I'm going to cast Flaming Spear.
Okay.
To basically about the same area. Or should I go? How many feet is it?
Well, maybe put it
Oh.
between them and us, and then we can just get the heck out of here.
Hold on, my screen reloaded.
We need to get you a new mouse.
Yeah,
Telling you,
I
man.
accidentally pressed one of the buttons on the side of my mouse. It's bane of my existence. Say. Okay, let's try this again.
Where would you like it?
On the like there. Maybe one down. Can I move it?
Okay, one. Should be able to.
Oh, there we go. Like about here.
Nice.
So that way we can continue to beat.
Okay.
And then that is it for me.
Okay. Isaac continues to run with his brother. At which point, as you guys leave the immediate area around that dead section of trees, despite the havoc you left behind, they don't seem fallen.
Awesome.
Amazing. All right.
Let's GTFO, get back to the druids.
Good idea.
We got
Look
to
at
see
these,
the ghost first.
Yeah, we're gonna go see the ghost,
And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
druids.
and then the wine people, right?
Yeah, those are the druid. Well, yeah. But I don't know why I
They're
said
the
where we
druid.
fought the
anti-druids.
druids. Yeah. We saved them from the druids.
Yes.
What are they? The Order of the Feather or something?
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know what they're up to, man.
You carry on. And it takes you a little bit of time. About 45
Yeah.
minutes.
How do you do this
Hello?
thing with the scale on the map?
What do you mean?
Well, you know how like this in this map it's we're little tiny people, and this map's a big fucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You just change the size of the cells.
Cells.
You can change the grid cell distance. And it just
Hmm.
changes it for you.
Neat.
Most of them aren't like this. I don't actually prefer maps like this, but sometimes when you really gotta, show a big ass thing.
Yeah. No, I like the idea of having a I don't know, overworld map kind of, and then like zoomed in on some of the features.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
About 45 minutes later, you make your way here into the clearing. It is empty. Aside from the little stones.
Ariel, how is this done? And he stabs his dagger-sized shark tooth straight into the palm of his ungauntleted hand.
Well, pretty much like that. Just make sure you drip some of that into the bowl there. Ugh.
I flick it at the bowl and I go, boogie boogie.
You need to offer more than that.
All right, well then I go up and I squeeze more blood into it and I start doing a ritual dance.
He's doing it.
Well, he
Any minute
doesn't
now.
have real dance moves. So if you guys want to know what this looks like, it looks like when you're trying to rock a baby that's fussy. That's what his dance moves look like.
Gavin's spirit sort of fades in from the forest, and he just looks at you with a very puzzled look.
What are you doing?
I invoked you, Ghost. We've brought your little stick thing.
Alcena pulls it
I
out
have
of
a
her
name,
bag,
you know.
offers.
I'm sorry, Ghost. What's your name again? Muriel, what's this fellow's called again?
Muriel's, honestly, you look over your shoulder to ask her that, and she's already face-palmed, shaking her head, but it doesn't appear that she's altogether surprised. Pardon, my companions, wise Cavin. We have returned to you with the wand you requested.
I offer
And
it up in both my hands, showing him what we got.
he gingerly, with care, takes the wand from your hand, despite his more or less non-corporeal form. He sort of looks down at it reverently, nods his head slowly.
You have done a good thing. A thing that will aid you towards your ultimate goal, which is to defeat the devil that is Strahd.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You touch
Yes,
that guy's Taylor.
fuck that guy. But
Did you remind us what your name is again, Ghost? And I phased out again.
Cabin.
Cabin.
he did. I suspect it must be the 14 children leeching the energy from your brain.
Yeah, could be.
And a few concussions, probably.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Definitely
don't know
do,
all of their names off the top of my head, but that's just because I didn't get them sent to me in a spreadsheet, which is my preferred method of information gathering.
What's a press spreadsheet?
I'm sure the gods are listening. But, as I have said, you have done the good thing. And a thing that will aid you towards your goal. And I would offer you a bit of information to further you even more towards that end. If you would hear it.
Yes, please.
He sort of looks at you, Gleister, just to double check that you're like fully paying attention.
Gleister puts his hands on his hips and he leans in, giving him his full attention.
Long before the usurper and his castle, before the valley was choked in this oppressive mist, my people walked these lands. We were the first folk bound to this place, as flesh is bound to bone. But we did not rule the valley. We belonged to it. We honored the Rosanna. The ladies three.
All
The
those ladies
seeker.
three.
Yes,
Sorry, you go ahead, sir.
you have heard of them.
Yeah, we heard about him in that song.
Indeed.
She was singing it to the babies.
The seeker, the weaver, and the huntress. In their hand, the valley was rich.
Hello?
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I
I
was gonna
thought I
say,
was
I don't
freaking out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, my shit's always fucked up.
The last thing I
Just walked
heard.
in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to mute it very fast. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that he did that. You heard the seeker, the weaver, and the huntress. That was where he left off.
The seeker, the what? Huntress?
A weaver.
Weaver and
The weaver and the huntress. In their hands, the valley was rich with life. The balance kept in their unseen grasps. Our druids tended to their shrines, the great things of the land, mountain, forest, and swamp. Each held a fragment of their gift. The gemstone, woven with the weaver's breath, holding a pulse that fed the very heart of the valley.
And he extends a spectral hand, and in it you can sort of see a faint shimmer. As it is almost like a mirror of the wand he holds in his other hand. The wand you've just delivered to him is... God damn it. The wand you've just delivered to him is aged and imperfect. There are cracks and chips and general misuse, evidence of it, all along the wand, but the spectral image that he holds above his palm is the same wand, but in its glory days.
This wand was once wielded by those who connected our people to the Rosanna. It was a bridge between the earth and the goddesses who watched over it.
And then he looks between you all, his eyes and gaze hardening.
I wonder, have any of you ever betrayed anyone close to you?
No.
Real glances
Yep.
at the dirt.
Has your pride ever wounded someone you loved?
My pride.
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
He seems dissatisfied by these answers, but waves a hand.
It is an old crime. Betrayal. As old as pride, as old as ambition, and I knew them both well. Nearly 1,000 years have passed since I was chieftain. In my youth, I was strong enough to defy my people's laws, strong enough to believe I could claim a power not meant for me. That whispering wall called to me. Fog thick with the corpse of the devourer, a beast ladies 3 slew long before. While I was in this wall, I learned things that no mortal should know. And when I emerged, I saw a path, power, through the Hunch's sacred sphere. And I stole it from the forest fane, ripped it from the sanctum that had cradled it for centuries. And with it, I waged war. I broke the tribes and reforged them beneath my banner. But power does not go unanswered. The servants of the Seeker, the Were Ravens, hid away the life-giving gems of the Fanes, banishing it into the wilds to keep them from me.
And he sort of looks at Muriel, who is listening more intently than you might imagine. You might think that she's probably heard everything that Cavan has had to tell her over however long she's been coming to visit him, but it would seem that this is a new story.
So he stole their sphere, used its power to change things up, and what was the thing that they cast what into the forest? Where did that come from him?
The gems that were gifted to my people by the Fanes. The druids of my people named me enemy and turned their backs upon me. They fled to Soldow, the most sacred place of our faith, and barred me for eternity from its gates. When I died, they buried me here, alone, far from the honored dead. I must ask you another question, all. Tell me, what is it that each of you hold sacred?
Knowledge.
My children.
Family.
That's the spirit, Jeeves.
Isaac definitely smiles and agrees,
So
clapping
sorry.
you on the shoulder, Jeebus.
I was
But yes.
muted. Also knowledge.
She's co- He listens to each of you. You can tell that he's listening because he's staring intently into each of your souls, but he simply stands there. He doesn't nod or
My soul.
respond. But after a pause, he speaks again.
If you were given a choice to betray all you hold sacred in exchange for safety and comfort, would you take it?
I'm not gonna like this answer, but fuck no.
I
No.
look back at Isaac and I say no.
What
Well.
did I desire is not safety and comfort.
I would not say the answer is unfortunate. In the final years of my life, the valley suffered under the heel of a tyrant. King Dothrin, the Hellborn, came with his armies, scattering my people, burning our homes, and damming the Luna River to feed his vomits. My people, the first folk, were broken. Worse, their faith in the Ladies Three was shattered. When Dostrin fell, his soldiers abandoned their fortress, but the first folk never recovered. Remained scattered, weak, lost in the ruins of what we once were. And then came Strahd. Hundreds of years later, when his forces invaded the valley, our people faced a choice. Many among the druids wounds from my betrayal and from Dostrin's cruelty. Some sought Strahd's protection, believing that he alone could grant them the power to defend themselves. Others refused him, fearing what his shadow would bring, and the first folk split. Those who opposed Strahd fled to Soldow, the last sacred refuge of our people, hidden high in the Balinok Mountains. Those who sided with Strahd remained in the Svalich Woods. And so Barovians now know us as the Mountain Folk and the Forest Folk. The land itself. At one point, not Barovia, but Juvisia, the fertile land, has become something else entirely. Strahd's will is entwined with the valley. And though I do not know the nature of his corruption, I do know that it poisons the earth. Simply feeds his power.
Can I ask you something?
Of course,
If we kill him, will it be possible for people to leave?
it is impossible to say. Many have come, many have tried, many have failed. All have failed.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take it slow and easy, do it right.
Well, if you seek to sever Strahd's grasp, which I must assume that you do,
Yeah.
you must go to Soldav. There, among the remnants of my people, mountain folk, an elder of the Rosanna's faith may guide you. But you must know this. Soldav is veiled in mist, an enchantment placed upon it to shield it from those who would see it destroyed. So long as the mist endures, none can find it, nor can its enemies even remember where it lies. I, as you may remember, was named enemy of the mountain people. And I recall only a single landmark that marks its entrance. So hear me well. A place deep in the Balinox where two waterfalls meet and run together as one.
And he sort of gives you a moment to digest that. Though his lips remain pressed in a thin line.
Even if you find this place, that will not be enough to enter it. Without a token of the ladies, you will not be granted passage, nor will the others accept you.
Where can we find this token?
Well, I can tell you where to find the spear I stole from the forest fane of the Huntress. Its return may be enough to convince the people of Soldau to grant you entry. I admit,
And his face becomes shameful as he continues.
the spear's power waned when I took it, and it has no doubt grown ever weaker since. But you will find it in the tomb of King Dostron.
Can you put that in chat, please?
Yes. When my chiefdom fell, Dostron's soldiers overran my camp, and he took the spear from my tent as a trophy. Then, when he died, it was buried with him. His tomb lies beneath his fortress, hewn from the stone of the eastern mountains atop what is now called the Pillar Stone of Ravenloft. If you recover it, take it to the shrine of the Ladies Three in Soldau. Bathe it in the sacred spring, and return it to their grace. Let my failure be undone.
And he slowly begins to fade, his shape losing its
Hey,
brightness.
Don't go yet. Got a question.
Yes,
Over by the ritual site, there's a weird, dead, red, bleeding tree. Do you know anything about that?
Not friendly.
yes, not friendly. It is the Golthius tree. I mentioned it to you when we last spoke. The tree is old and it is hungry, but it is patient. Without the druids to aid it on its way, it will simply sleep again, and the tree will wither in their absence. But if you do something to wake its true power, you may not live to regret it.
But just leave it alone. Got it.
That is my advice, yes.
Is it guarding something?
That I could not say for sure. The trees before even my time. It has been there for as long as I have been. Well, I cannot say alive, but I reckon you know what I mean.
Good to know.
Now, go with the blessings of the Ladies Three, if they still listen.
And then he does fade away. The wand fading with him.
I don't think
You forgot to ask him about your kids.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I did forget, but, it's not the time.
Well, that's some good information. Okay, so we have to find the sphere. From my understanding, I was trying to process and take notes at the same time. The sphere is in the tomb of the king Dostran.
Correct. And that tomb is by the Pillar of Ravenloft.
Okay, it's marked by where the Pillar of Ravenloft is. Okay, and then how did he say we get into it?
We got to
Into the
get
tomb?
the object. Wait, no, the tomb.
No, the thing we needed, he gave us instructions in entering the sacred resting ground. By getting the sphere, taking it to where the
Soldav.
waterfalls meet, invading it in its waters.
Very good. Here,
No
I'll
special entry
paste.
for the pillar.
I will paste this. Should you recover it, take it to the shrine of the Ladies Three in Soldav, bathe it in the sacred spring, and return it to their grace. Let my failure be undone.
Okay, yep, ladies.
How long have we been in this grove now?
Probably close to half an hour. You're creeping up at the 5 a.m. mark. The darkness is beginning to be replaced by a very faint light on the horizon.
All right. If y'all don't mind chilling out for like 30 more minutes, so I can recover a little bit, that would be awesome. And then we can go talk to our friends of the Raven.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okie dokie. Can anyone treat this wound I put in my hand?
Yeah, I can give you a bit of healing word.
Oh, thank you. So hopefully it won't get infected.
Well, maybe if you didn't go around stabbing it with random teeth, you wouldn't have to worry so much.
Grumbling as I wrap it up for you. Just holding your hand the whole time, like irresponsible, just irresponsible.
Oh wait, was that not Muriel being sassy just now?
It was Muriel being sassy. You're being spassed by two women right now.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought it was cool. Gonna say that.
You know what, Muriel? I like you.
Well, I'm glad that you like me because, well, I won't say that I exactly regret accepting this mission, but there has been a pretty big shock to my worldview. Catch my drift.
Is that your backward way of saying thank you?
I guess.
I don't catch your drift. What's wrong with your worldview?
Well, I didn't know where ravens were quite so old.
Oh, okay, yeah, neat.
Apparently, you've been here since the beginning.
Yeah, that's
Well,
pretty cool.
Suppose that makes sense. Davian's always said we were an ancient order. She's right.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty neat, though, finding that out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess kind of means you should know the truth about me, about
Truth?
all of us.
Truth?
And
No.
As she stands there before you, a shudder begins to ripple through her form. And the rising daylight catches something shifting beneath her skin. Dark feathers popping up before smoothing away. When she looks up, her eyes glint in the low light, reflecting the world like a bird's.
I reckon you're like a were-raven. Neat.
Yeah,
Are you a
she's-
kenku?
Her little half morph beak just kind of clacks together. She shakes her head. No, we are the keepers of the feather. Were ravens, as you said.
That is so
Cursed.
metal.
I thought you were a
Just-
kenku.
No,
Not
she's not a
Not
Kenku.
quite. We are simply cursed to shift beneath the full moon's light, bound to our apparently ancient duty as watchers in the dark. But the curse does give us flight, lets us heal wounds that should kill us outright, but silver cuts through us like a blade through parchment. And it's whatever foul magic that Ludmilla wove into that mist. I don't think I would have come back if it had taken me.
Hmm.
And then she slowly shifts back.
Were you born like that, or do you like made one in the order, or in your group?
She nods her head and, yep, I was born that way, just like all the rest of the keepers. And if you're wondering, no, I can't give it to you. And even if I did, you wouldn't be able to control it. Not without training, not without time.
Are you stuck?
Nope,
like that,
I was
or-
wondering that.
Stuck is perhaps the wrong word, but
Hmm.
will I always be this way? Yes, I will.
Can you turn into a bird? Like a regular bird?
She gives you a
Ri-
smirk, and before your eyes, a raven takes her place.
Except, were those ravens earlier like the people from the winery?
She shakes her head. No, very likely not. I don't see Davian allowing any of his family members out of his sight just now, but other keepers of the feather, we are everywhere over the valley.
Well, I'm glad I
Um,
didn't blast that raven back
Oh,
too long
oh,
ago.
so the ravens in the cages in the winery were people.
Yes, I couldn't say it at the time, but, well,
Oh,
I will now. You did us a bigger favor than large by rescuing them. So you have my thanks and the thanks of the rest of the order.
that's
We help where we can. We'll need every ally we can gain in order to defeat Strahd.
Yes, I must say I had my doubts about you all, if you will forgive them.
ouch.
You are not the first. Well, you aren't the first group of adventurers that have come through here trying to rescue us all from this dreary existence. You learn not to get your hopes up. But I have a good feeling about you all.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck this shit up.
Good. I look forward to fucking this shit up as well.
Aww, come in for a hug.
Alright, just don't ruffle my feathers.
Oh, I see what you did there. Ruffle your feathers, she says. Well, it's too bad that you're already a member of a secret society. Otherwise, we would officially induct you into our adventuring party. But it's cool. We can be like allies.
Well, thanks, I guess.
And friends.
Yes. Think of us as friends. We are temporary allies, your order and mine.
Nah, I think we're gonna be best friends. But whatever.
Should
last
we?
time we
Yes?
were here, Jarrell noticed like some camplight maybe coming from over this way. He wants to take a look over there to see if he still sees anything.
Okay.
Da-da. Can't see shit, boss.
Show enough can't.
Fucking pollen. It's in my eyes. Ah.
Your allergies are flaring hard.
Ah.
I'll check because I was over there with you when you saw it the first time.
How long
Okay.
has it been? Does she still have her bardic inspiration or no?
How
No,
long does that
about 1
last? A
minute.
minute? Yeah, no, that's gone.
A minute? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was an hour. My bad.
It's either 1 minute or 10.
I think it's 10.
But it's definitely been more than 10.
Oh yeah, for the next 10 minutes.
You walk out into the clearing, and you make it from this edge of the clearing through the tree line and then to the edge of the road. And you find nothing, unfortunately. But as you are making your way back to Cavan's clearing, you do notice a faint glitter of cold cerulean light from the forest floor, half concealed by mulch and dimly illuminated by the very little light that is piercing through the canopy.
Interesting. I do see a little bit of light over here. Do you think it's worth looking into, or
Almost everything around here is worth looking into.
just
Never know what you'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reach for it?
Yes, I will.
Alcena's hand darts out without a second thought. Ooh, shiny! And as you sift through the underbrush, your fingers touch up against something hard and smooth, half buried in the soil. As you pull it up, it appears to be a small statuette of a butterfly, no larger than the palm of your hand and carved from petrified wood, which is embedded with small, glittering blue minerals that seem to dance with captured moonlight.
I'm keeping it.
Interesting.
The coolest find ever. I just walk over to Jeebus and I say, "Hey Jeebus, look at this cool butterfly thing I just found."
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, hand it over.
Oh, cool. Oh, it
Look
looks
at the
pretty
cool
sick.
little
Yeah, I
things in
think
there.
it's actually useless, and I put it in my pocket.
Or you can give it
Uh-oh.
back. That'd be cool
Huh?
if you
What?
would just give it back.
Jeebs.
What? Huh?
I saw that. No, don't you do it, young man.
Fine.
It's a very
I
pretty
could wall
butterfly.
your face off if I wanted to.
I doubt it, but fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thank you so kindly.
Well,
Close
are you
the
feeling
dock.
rested, Jarrell?
If it's been an hour and I have my spell slots back, then yes.
Yeah.
Short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Let's be off, allies.
I don't like the way you said that.
And friends.
Best friends.
And
Okay.
about an hour, 2 hours later, the sun is fully up, but you make your way back to the winery. This is the only one I didn't open, of course. Do you guys head inside and search for the old man himself?
Or
I mean, I want to check in with the baby. Would you go?
The baby is strapped to Stefania's back, cool and collected, tugging on a little strand of her hair, as Stefania is working on another batch of wine. It seems that since you guys have left and returned, that the Mardikovs are very busy at work with getting things resituated.
Good deal.
Who has the gemstone?
I picked it up from the. I'm gonna go inside.
Did we only get one gemstone or two gemstones?
what?
One. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I
from the
thought.
statue.
Ah, you're back, and you seem to be in one piece.
Oh yeah, easy, light work.
Oh?
I mean, more or less. But
You
and then I reach behind his ear and I pull out the gem.
give me a performance check.
Okay, hold on. Performance, you say?
I do say.
Yes.
And you expertly show that man a gem that was for sure hidden behind his ear. And
Hasn't.
his usual prickly demeanor sort of softens for a moment, and he gives a little chortle. Well, I suppose you lot aren't completely useless after all. Well, that's... Yeah, I can't properly express exactly how much you all have helped us. And the rest of the valley.
You're welcome.
I understand there are 2 more of these that we will need to gather.
Yes, but they have both been lost for quite some time. I would not expect for you to seek them out. But, well, you all seem like more hearty of a group than normally passes through, so perhaps I should not doubt you. Perhaps you will come across them.
I do hope so. Have you any rumors of their current whereabouts? Or last known
Unfortunately,
whereabouts?
well, the one was lost when my son was slacking off on his watch. Was lost to a mystery woman, he claims. But I don't know anything more than that, and Well, it's been over a month since Babalai Saga's scarecrows found the second gem. I don't exactly know where it is to find her. Truthfully, until I'd seen those scarecrows of hers, I thought she was mostly a myth. And the one that was stolen on my son's watch, well, that's been gone for 10 years. But I do not wish to be discouraging. Perhaps I might know of something that could help you. I don't know where it is, but I do know of item. Our order, the Keepers of the Feathers, was founded by my grandfather. Here, would you all like a bit of wine?
Hell yeah.
He'll go about pouring up some goblets, handing them out as he gives you a long-winded bit of information. Yes, as I was saying, the Order, it was founded by my grandfather, Levius Martikov. Stubborn bastard if ever there was one. He was more than a keeper of secrets. He was an ally of the great paladin Lugdana. A little known accomplice, perhaps, but one who stood beside her 100 years ago, when she scoured the valley of Vampire Nests, wielding the holy symbol of Raven Kai. Not that it was called that back then.
Sorry, that's me out of character cooing because the holy symbol of Ravenkind it's one of those big deal things. Sorry.
The relic's true name was the Sigil of the Sun, and it was Levius who helped steal it from Castle Ravenloft. He did it alongside Lugdana and Burgomaster Ismark Antonovich, though, if you ask me, it was Ismark who had the most cunning of them all, from the stories I've heard anyway. But it was also Ismark the Great who proposed renaming the relic. He said, the Barovian people needed a story they could believe in, something to inspire hope. So he spun a tale. A fine one, I'll admit. But a tale nonetheless, claiming an angel in the shape of a raven delivered the relic to Lugdana. Well, he called it the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and it stuck. Livius always found that amusing. Anyways, he takes a long drink of his wine. Lugdana carried the holy symbol until her last stand against Churnovog, the Green God. A greater demon, conjured by a mad hag, Baba Zelena. She fell on Yasta Hill, and with her the relic was lost. At least so it's said. But if there's one thing I've learned in my years, and, well, from parlaying with you folks, is, well, it's that lost things have a habit of turning up.
She lost it on Yester Hill a long time ago. I was going to say that maybe it had something to do with that tree bleeding, but apparently that tree's been there for a very long time.
Ah, yes. It is a foul thing, horrible to look on.
Yeah, there's some guardians there that we ran into. I believe they were more interested in pushing us away than fighting.
I can't say that I blame them after you destroyed all of their overlings. Oh, that reminds me. Gratitude is not the only reward you deserve for this. And then he sort of reaches into the folds of his hefty, warm cloak, and when his hand emerges, it holds a small, dark object. An obsidian whistle, carved in the shape of a raven in flight. And he holds it in his hand for a moment, turning it over between his fingers. This is one of several passed down through my family over the years. Not many remain, and I don't part with them lightly, but you've earned it. Here. And he places it into your hand, Jeebus.
Hey,
You blow it when you need the keepers. We'll hear. And as you go to scoop it from his hand, he does that thing where he grabs your hand before you can take the thing out, so that your wrist is caught in his grasp. He gives you a hard look. And he says, "Don't waste it."
Okay.
And lets you go.
I'm gonna hold it in my hands and look at it.
It's fucking badass, dude.
Pretty sick. Is it like on a necklace or is it just the whistle?
Just the whistle.
Okay. Does it look like it could be put on a string and worn as a necklace?
You could probably figure out some way to do that, yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps a tinker could figure something out.
Perhaps.
I have tinker tools.
Yes, please. Make yourselves comfortable here in my home. Our space is your space. You honorary keepers now, all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Eight.
Though I do believe that Elvire and Adrian wished to speak to you if you returned before they left. I think you've still some time yet.
Right.
Is that good enough to fashion it into a necklace?
Yeah.
All right.
You find a piece of leftover foliage that's pliable enough to be woven, and you string it on there. Sort of, it's like, since it's a raven in flight, you sort of X cross over the wings and the body so that it's just holding on to it, and seems stable enough.
Okay, well that's artsy. I'm gonna finish that up with a little bit of the actual string that I have. It's in my tinker's tools.
Okay, very good.
But yes, I think now it looks really nice and cool, Jeeps. Here you go, buddy.
And some memento.
Does.
Thank you.
Does.
I'm gonna put it on.
I'm keen to go until about 9:30, 10 tonight. With
Yeah.
that in mind, I desperately need a drink and to go piddle. So we're gonna take a very brief 5-minute break.
Okay. Nope.
All right. But I was silent for 30 seconds in the middle of my sentence. Dumbass.
Oh god, he's getting the business.
Oh my god, sorry, you can hear him.
What did he do to make you stop? Just walk in.
So God. So my desk is in the corner
Mhm.
of the room, underneath the window, and the window faces the door into my room. So I could see the reflection of him standing in the doorway, and he was just like, had like his shoulders hunched, and I could see that he was like dying of laughter. So he was speaking and laughing, and because he looked like a dumbass, I started laughing, and I was in the middle of Kevin. Had the voice changer on. But apparently he was laughing so hard because he forgot I was playing D&D tonight and almost came in and said really loud that he almost shit his pants. And then I was like, okay, but because he scared me when he was just being a lurker over my shoulder, I was having a hard time recovering from it, and it gave me the giggles.
That's funny.
Yeah, because he can't remember which days I do D&D, despite us doing it for almost a year straight. Yeah, so I'm so sorry about that.
No,
I needed a second to
hilarious.
recover. But he did that right in the middle of my whole fucking sentence, so I literally just like stopped speaking in the middle of my sentence.
No, I thought I died. I was like, okay, no one's talking right now. I was like,
I know. I was so confused. I was like, "This is a long pause."
and I'm
So,
really I found out that I'm probably not going to be good at note taking.
yeah, I gotta go back through and rewatch in order to amp up my notes because I was trying to process at the same time, and
I think short term, you guys should rely on Daniel. Long term, you can rely on Paige.
Damn.
yeah,
All right. For myself.
that's why I had him repeat what he said. I was like, "Hold on, I can't. I'm not understanding." And so then
Yeah,
he says it in plain words for me, and then I'm like, "Okay, dope, I got it."
So installing that new upgrade I got for my printer is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Uh-oh. Row.
Which is quite lame
I looked behind me when we broke.
because I took all that stuff apart now, so I gotta like. But on the upside, I got a little backpack and a bedroll and a fireplace for you. Camp set.
I love that. I'm literally so excited. I can't even describe it.
They're really adorable. The backpack is cute.
I'm so excited for the in-person game.
Me too. I've been talking about it a lot at work.
I get to use Alan's dice. So
I know.
exciting.
I know. I haven't even got them out of the package yet. Just to like use the virginity on the.
Well, wait. So you did finally get them in? Did Paige mail them to
Yeah,
you?
finally. Yeah, after like weeks, I finally
That's
did, and I
bullshit.
love them.
It wasn't.
I'm a
weeks, it
little
was, like,
disappointed.
2.
I'm a little disappointed because the dice tower is just like a centimeter too small. So the big one with the eye, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, the special ones are a tad bigger than the.
Yes, they are slightly larger than standard, but they're
I
so
can reprint you
cool.
the rag and make it a little bit taller. I think I can do that.
It also doesn't fit through the tower. You'd have to reprint the entire thing, and I already
Well,
painted it.
I kind of I was like, well, I kind of messed it up a lot when I made it, and I'm way better at it now. So I was like, I kind of wanted to do it just to fix the imperfections.
I mean, I guess you could, but I already painted it.
I don't know, but you get to paint it again. That's the best part.
No, I don't.
And every other item.
That's accurate. Yeah, we're gonna have to take like some Saturday afternoons to paint shit.
Yeah,
Well,
my dice tower fits all of it.
I was only gonna make you guys paint your character minis. I was gonna take care of all the rest of the stuff.
Oh, didn't you ask me to help you paint like all of that stuff because there's gonna be a shit ton of it to paint?
Oh my god, the dock that I have is
No,
like.
but yes, please help.
Sounds so awesome. I hope you guys document it.
Yeah, I was thinking we might set up like a little video camera and like
Well,
record ourselves.
If I'm not mistaken, this would be all of you guys' first time IRL playing D&D.
Yes.
That's correct.
In person?
Mhm.
It's not
Hilarious.
my first time, no, but
Oh,
No, it'll
okay.
be my first time.
I
Grim?
played with 2 different groups, a group my dad led and a group
Yeah.
My
my
first time since
ex's
childhood.
friends.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my first time ever.
The
Daniel,
group
you
with
back
my
with us, buddy?
ex's friends
I
was
am.
not
Okay.
great.
All right. Break over.
Yes.
Locking in.
And we're back. So it is about 7:30 in the morning. The day is large and in charge. Well in swing. Currently have no other obligations, though Davian mentioned that Adrian and Elvira were looking to talk to you.
Alrighty.
All right. Adrian's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
you guys head on in, and you are in the loading dock where Adrian and Elvira and Dag are all loading up a haphazardly repaired wagon with barrels. And as you approach, Adrian gives you a wide smile and claps you on the shoulder, Drill. Ah, yes, just the man we were hoping to see. Well, the man, the woman, the devil, all of you. We're pleased that you came back, that you made it back in one piece.
Oh, so are we.
Listen, brave heroes of the Yesterhill. I don't suppose you might be willing to lend your expertise to us just a little bit longer. My brother and I, we are on our way out to bring this long overdue shipment up to Kresk. And, well.
But yeah, we were going there.
Yes.
Oh?
Yes.
We'd be glad to accompany you.
Oh, well, this is perfect then. Kresk can be unwelcoming to strangers, but with a good word from us, a shipment of wine, they'll be sure to welcome you with open arms.
How are we traveling? We got horses?
Yes. If you'd like, one of you can sit up with me. Elvira can walk beside the wagon, and well, we've got quite a few horses
How far is it?
to make the journey from, but we're gonna take our best on the way.
Want to sit in the wagon? I raise my hand.
Well, I need you to teach me how to drive a wagon so that I'm gonna eventually need a wagon to get my children. Well, my children and also the dead bodies of the children, and then also Navarro's dead body, because we need to reinter them on my compound. So I will need probably multiple wagons. So yes, which one of these guys knows how to drive the wagon? He's got to teach me.
Well, I'm your guy then. You can sit up with me, I suppose.
Betcha.
Well, we are just about to head off now. Are all of you ready to go now?
Didn't somebody else want to talk to us?
What was that, Jeeps?
Didn't somebody else want to talk to us other than Adrian?
And his brother, Elvier.
Oh, never mind. I look around to you guys.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it's first thing in the morning. Let's hit it.
All right. Let us be off.
out of
Muriel! Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, out of character, do you think there's any chance that I could actually get proficiency in land vehicles?
Right now, this second, no. But
No,
eventually,
right.
yes.
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 On the way of the
Yes.
journey. Awesome. This is the best
On the
thing ever.
way, no.
I get it.
It'll take you more than one session of wagoneering, but
All right. Well, if
we'll
nothing else,
count
I'm
it towards
very
your hours.
perfect. Okay.
As between, yes, of course. My pleasure. Between here and there, it's about 3.5 hours. So.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a couple days. Yeah, I guess 3.5 hours is pushing it.
Yeah, Barovia is not that big. All right. The journey onward is uneventful. The road simply winds through the endless trees, and the chill of the air deepens as you get further north and west, as winter is closer than any of you might have originally thought. As the cart rattles along, Alvir, who is walking beside the wagon, sort of looks around at you guys and hey, did you guys ever hear those rumors about the abbot in Kresk?
The what?
Abbott.
The abbot. Yeah, the priest guy. Some say he's holy, chosen by the gods themselves, but others say he's something else entirely. But I don't know. One thing is for sure. Folks claim he brought someone back from the dead.
The dead?
Dead, I say.
You said the
I don't
dead?
believe it, man.
I said it. I said the dead. But you're not wrong. I mean, Krez's so closed off, no one even knows much beyond the whispers. But he kind of gives you guys a cheeky grin. I guess we'll see soon enough.
I've seen magics do a variety of things, and I've heard about such divine interventions.
Wow. I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched to me. The dead? That's pretty serious.
Pretty cool.
I guess.
Does it say what kind of man he is? Is he like a good guy, or like be like, I'm gonna charge you double for fixing a scratch or something, or?
I don't know. I have never really heard anything good about him. That's for sure. But
you heard bad things?
No. You don't really hear much about him at all, other than
No, nothing's better than bad.
just random passing remarks. But the things that you do hear, I don't know, just sounds kind of creepy to me. People say he's just been around forever. And then I'm gonna... You make it just past midday. And can we see?
Yes.
Yeah.
The road finally branches north and begins to climb a rocky escarpment up the hill, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot-high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. Those are these little towers here. Buttresses. The wall encloses, it's a funny word, come on, encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain. Beyond the wall, beyond the wall, you can see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. There's a somber tolling of a bell that comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you all have grown rather accustomed to. And it's a little bit hard to tell from where you are, but there does seem to be a switchback road that leads from the settlement up to that alley. You carry on, and the air grows colder still as you approach. And there are two large square towers with peaked roofs that flank a stone archway, into which is set two gates. Carved into the stone archway above the doors is a name, Krezk. Atop the parapets, you can see there are multiple figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They seem to watch you nervously, though things settle, as it seems they recognize Alvier and Adrian. And as you guys all roll to a stop before the great gates of Krezk, a side door opens, and a pair of guards steps out. Adrian! Alvier! Oh, is that... Oh, by the gods, you've brought wine! Oh, we thought the shipment had stopped for good! And they quickly begin to flank the wagon and rush around, and the other mentions that they've been rationing for weeks. And, Kreskov will want to hear this immediately. And Alvier, who about halfway through the journey swapped with Adrian to sit beside you in the wagon. He brushes a little bit of that light snow from his shoulders and jerks his thumb to you guys and says, well, we've got them to thank for that. Without them, the druids would have wiped us out completely, and you'd all be drinking nothing but well water this winter.
Yes, we
Give
are
thumbs up.
happy to have the wine flowing again. It helps in these harsh winters.
Oh, if you're telling us, the burgomaster will want to meet the heroes of the winery. Wait here. I will fetch him.
Yeah, tell everybody not to kill themselves.
And he departs for a moment. The other guard stands nearby and kind of gives you a narrowed look, Gleister, as you're sitting in front. You
What are you
and
looking
your...
at, Big Nose?
pardon. You and your folks don't happen to be the Legion of Lancelot, do you?
Hey! I mean, who's asking?
Well, if you are. And he reaches into his coat and pulls out a letter sealed with a black wax crest bearing the sigil of a raven. This came for you.
Well,
I will take the letter.
well, you see, there's probably writing in there, so...
Yes.
I don't
I
know. I
will.
didn't look.
The seal seems to be intact.
It does.
I will open it up.
You break the wax seal.
Oh, this sack of shit.
I have a really hard time reading truths through always.
Scroll down just a little bit, and you've got a full text option.
Oh, well, that will do it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really like that because the
You-
fancy writing could be really hard to read sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I always
yeah,
offer
I've
both.
always were super bad.
I apologize, Danny. I will do that option from now on.
Thank you for
Most
picking
definitely.
up on that. I was struggling. I was trying, but I was
I was
struggling.
impressed. I was impressed. Do we want me to read it out loud, or do we want Jarrell to read it out loud?
Jarrell's our man.
My
go, Jarrell.
esteemed guests, it seems that fate is determined to bring us together, though always under such unfortunate circumstances. I find that a shame. Surely we should not meet only when the world is in disarray. Let us remedy that. I would be honored to host you at Castle Ravenloft for dinner in 5 nights' time. A proper meeting without interruptions or misunderstandings. I trust that the road to my home will be kind to you. I shall see to it personally. Please extend my regards to the fair Lady Irina, though do assure her that she need not attend. I have always preferred that she come to me of her own free will. Until we meet again. Douchebag.
Can you believe this motherfucker?
Oh, he wants us to go to dinner? That's sweet.
I mean, I made the
Jeeves,
offer, he
he's-
turned me down.
Jeeves, he's a piece of shit, and he hates gay people.
Oh,
Well, he hates Jarrell at least. He has spurned Jarrell's advances, but that's neither here nor there. He's the fucking devil. We're not going to dinner with the fucking devil.
Yeah, and he said that the road there
Well.
would be clear, but I imagine the road out would be much more arduous.
Isaac, do something about your brother. He can't go have dinner with the devil.
I mean,
Isaac, tell him he can't have dinner with the devil.
did the man not just give you free gifts? And honestly, the Strahd has never been an oppressive force on all of my time living in Vallaki. He's just been a myth. He left us to do our own thing. Who's to say that he is not being sincere?
I do.
and he hasn't lied
I
yet.
say he's
Isn't-
not being sincere.
Isn't it
Isaac-
not the case that vampires cannot lie? I've heard that many times.
That's not.
I
true
haven't
at
heard
all.
that, but
Who
that's
the
kind of
fuck-
cool.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Shut the fuck up, Isaac. I'm
Have you
sorry
seen
I
his
brought
cape?
you into this.
Cape, I want that cape.
Sturg is he's not here, but he's incensed. And he's like, no, we should kill Strahd.
But imagine we can learn weaknesses if we go to his house. He has yeah. What if he hates certain foods or something? We can.
He said he's
I
gonna have us
say-
for dinner.
I say we go.
Yeah,
And Muriel speaks up from beside the wagon, looking very
Well,
determined.
I'm
You know
I'm,
what,
I'm
Muriel?
going.
gonna
Are you
vote-
in the Legion of Lancelot, Muriel? Are you in the Legion of Lancelot?
Am I not your best friend? Is your best friend
yeah.
not a member of the Legion of Lancelot?
Okay,
You
Uh,
said temporary ally.
Yeah.
And he
but we
said
said
best
best friend.
friend. So who are we to believe? Either way,
By the way, who is the Legion of Lancelot?
We are the
We
Legion
are
of
the
Lancelot.
Legion of Lancelot. Lancelot's our puppy dog.
Remember they said that when you first came in, or we first came in? There was a
Yeah,
whole thing.
we had a special ceremony about it. We only got to drink watered down wine, and then
Oh.
Gleister told you all about the original ceremony where we created the name. The gag was that he had a dream on the night that he ate the halfling and gnome pies, where we all agreed to be called the Legion of Lancelot, and then Drill turned into a magic swan, and we rode off on his back. In any case, he believes that that's reality, and that was the thing that actually happened. But all of a sudden, Gleister was like, "Yes, we're called the Legion of Lancelot." Don't you guys remember that time that happened?
Oh, that's when Isaac's joined us too, right?
Yes.
Well, this would have happened the first couple of sessions.
Yeah, it
when
would-
I
it
ate
happened,
No,
like,
I meant
right
when you told me
before-
about it.
Yeah, because that was
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
It happened right.
But yeah,
before.
you guys were sworn in. Yes, Isaac
Oh.
and you and Isaac and Alcina were all sworn in at the same time. You guys
I
are
remember
legit.
The dog.
Muriel is just cute as a button, but no, she is not in the fucking Legion of Lancelot. She can't just like play it both ways. Like, I barely know you guys, and also I'm in your group too, right?
Well, all right then. I'll just go by myself. I'll go in your stead, since you're
going-
Muriel,
too
that's
chicken to go.
okay. First of all, it's a
Ooh.
terrible idea. Second of all, you're still not invited. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, you're not in the group. Come on.
Glacier, I
I
think
was
that
not in the band.
maybe we should think about the benefits of being on the inside. Basically, get him to trust us maybe a little bit because you know that saying,
Oh, I'm about to be his
keep
best
your
friend.
enemies close.
Gleister's having an aneurysm. There's a small trickle of blood coming out of his nostril.
Think of the
Seems like,
children. We need information to defeat him, so you can get back with your children.
and plus that's a free meal. That dude's loaded.
I want to talk
Probably
about
gonna be
George
like,
R.R. Martin.
yeah, he probably got like really good food,
I don't
or
give a
it's
shit.
gonna be people.
Either
Either way,
buddy.
it'll be an
I could
entertaining time.
eat field rations and flavorless gruel every night. I want to jam my thumbs in this guy's eyeballs. I want to kill him so many ways all the time.
And that time will come. We'll make sure that it happens.
All right. So just for the record, though, if Chill were here, he would be with me.
Probably.
You know, I would say so, but I can almost never predict what he's going to do, so maybe Strahd would be all for it.
Well,
Because
actually,
Strahd
that's
has achieved his, he's, achieved, peak enlightenment after the torture that happened with the whole Bane thing. He didn't even see anything super crazy inside the wall, because he
also
want
wanted
anything
to
anymore.
now that you mention it, he also wanted to make that deal with the devil with the hags. So he might be in that mode again, where he's like, "Oh, maybe."
I mean, I got a character. We could always like DM him and be like, "Hey, would you, if you had the opportunity to have dinner with Strahd?"
Phil, he's sleeping right
Oh, okay, never mind then.
now. But of course, you have 5 days to deliberate in character. 5 days, so that's at least a 2-month worth of sessions.
Yeah, I was like, that's an eternity. I'm for it.
Well, I am against it, and Jeeves, I am very disapproving of this course of action. And Isaac, god damn it, I thought I could rely on you to keep your brother out of danger, and then now you want to serve your
I'm
brother.
going to keep my brother out of danger. I'm going to go
Then
with him.
why
and
do you want
destroy-
to?
I invite that devil to lay a hand on my little Dragomir. No one will touch a single horn, hair, tail on this boy for as long as I shall live. Strahd cannot.
Yes, that's very impressive, son. But you're also talking about going into the belly of the beast, right in front of him. You may as well put your brother on a platter naked and just serve it to him.
I repeat, Strahd will not be getting through me to my brother.
Didn't make good decisions.
As you
Alistair is
stand at the
huffing and
gates, arguing, the sound of footsteps echo beyond the gates, followed by the heavy groan of iron hinges as the great gates swing open. Okay. A tall man in a thick, fur-lined cloak steps forward and towards the cart. His graying beard is, well, not neatly trimmed, but trimmed, and his sharp eyes sweep over you all with the weight of authority. So, these are the ones I've heard so much about. His eyes pan over all of you and then settle on the two Martikovs. I am pleased to see you both safe, and I thank you for bringing this shipment. Kresk has been absolutely devastated whilst we wait.
We're glad to have helped you.
Adrian and Elvir, explain briefly your part in the rescuing of the winery, and the Baron nods throughout. And then he finally looks to you, Drell, as you're the nearest to him, and gives you a approving nod. I'm not one to be careless with my gratitude, nor with my hospitality. But my family has long been friends to the Martic, and through them, I consider myself in your debt. He sort of bows his head to you. As such,
Return
Go
the
ahead.
nod. I return the nod.
As such, I extend to you the courtesy of my home. You are welcome to stay as guests of my household for as long as you remain here in Kresk. Come, we will speak further within.
All right.
What was the name of that healer that they talked about? I'm really dumb. I forgot to write it. If they said it, I forgot to write
Healer?
his name. You know that dude
The
that
abbot.
got like the rumor, the abbot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Abbot. Cool. Thank you.
Abbot.
Cool. Sweet. Cool. Written.
You all carry on inside, and Adrian politely makes his way into Gleister's seat. And him and Elvir give everybody a nod, and well, don't forget about us, friends. Come back, stop by, wine on us, and of course, the other things we've talked about. And he gives you a subtle wink before heading into the village and parting ways. Past the gates and just within the outer wall, the mist-shrouded village is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages. Dirt roads stretch between strands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, that you feel more or less as though you're standing in the midst of a populated forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and from this spot, you can easily see the road that winds upward further onto the mountain towards the abbey. You continue on. And the cottage before you is the largest structure you've seen so far through your brief stint in the village, but still quite modest. Certainly nothing like the previous burgomaster's home that you visited and or did not burn down.
Who said that?
Hey, that wasn't our fault.
We didn't do
Not at all. The outer walls are constructed of sturdy pine logs, weathered but still well maintained. There's a thick thatch roof that slopes gently above it, crowned by a stone chimney from which a thin wisp of smoke rises into the air. The windows are small, but adorned within with simple lace curtains. Around the side as you are approaching, so from this area, you're able to see a fenced-in plot that reveals a small garden. The burgomaster leads you inside, and the heavy wooden door creaks open to reveal an entryway with a worn rug underfoot. Scent of pine wood mingles with the earthy aroma of the burning logs from a nearby fireplace, and a simple wooden table sits beside the door, holding a bowl filled with small trinkets. A mounted, hand-carved board holds 2 hanging coats, one sized for an adult, one for a young child, with 2 pairs of boots set beneath the coats. There are 2 additional empty pegs on the board beside them. The Baron, leads you inside and says, Come, please make yourself at home, and call me Dimitri while we are sharing the space of my home, while you are my guests. And he hangs his coat on one of the pegs and takes his boots off and,
Oh, yeah.
can't be rude, calls out loudly, Anna! Who steps up from the kitchen and gives
We taking
you
our
all
boots off?
a
Yes.
wide smile.
And coats.
I don't have a coat. I have a cool cape. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to take my gauntlets and my boots off.
And immediately a huge pile of armor begins to accumulate at their front door.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I just strip off into my civvies.
Into your underwear, you said?
No, you
I
got
heard-
skivvies, not skivvies.
I heard skivvies, no.
Go.
We've already had that happen once. I think once is plenty. Hello?
All right, goodbye.
He's like, fuck this.
This is bullshit.
Fine, Alan, you could wear your underwear if you want. Are you back or are you missing? He's missing. Hello? Hello? Blink twice.
He's in danger.
I mean, we had a pretty good run.
We did have a good run.
Yeah, that was a long time.
This evening so far without any issues.
That's all packed up right now.
Marco.
Jesus.
Hello? Alan, no.
Oh, wait. What about now?
Yes.
we
Oh, yeah,
Did
go.
you mute it again?
Oh, no.
I don't believe you.
Okay, so first of all, there were 2 different occasions. When Strahd showed up in the middle of the night, I had just gotten out of the bath, and I ran down in just my underwear and my sword and shield to defend Navarra. And then the second time was, of course, when we got chased by the zombies, and I was in my underwear running around with my. But no, I did not strip down to my underwear. This is not inappropriate. I was resting those other times before. No, my actual regular clothing and my cape is hung on the peg. And yes, I guess Gleister, he's doing the Mr. Rogers thing. So Gleister's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get comfortable. Let's do it. So yes, down to his regular clothing, which is not his underwear.
The Baroness, gives Dimitri a warm, loving embrace, and then turns to greet you all with a very friendly smile as you file into her dining room.
Well,
I didn't know we were having guests. Welcome.
Oh yeah,
Greetings.
I'm Gleister Poitain. This is my friend Jarell.
Oh, very good.
Go
This
away.
is our new friend Alcina.
Hello.
This back here is our darling Jeebus. And then I step aside to present him at the doorway dramatically.
I walk
Sturg is
in all
gonna-
dramatically.
Sturg is gonna stay outside like a dog. No, get the fuck back in there.
Sturg is a grown man. He can come inside.
Okay, but he can just hang out and guard my armor.
Yes, sure.
Is Muriel also respecting the etiquette?
Yeah, she leaves her weapons beside, she takes off of her boots, but she kind of stands awkwardly, like, at the wall, like...
Would me carrying my loot be improper, or can I still have that on me?
No, maybe you could play them some tunes or something, you know?
That's what I was thinking.
It's a bit early yet, but, I'm preparing, dinner, so I suppose you've come at a good time. Plenty of time for me to add some more to the pot. I don't suppose I, could take advantage of your presence while we host you so graciously before dinner?
Of course, I'll do anything.
Sure.
Anything you need.
What fine and proper guests you make. Yes, so, there's a few chores that need to be finished up. I must feed the chickens, finish mucking out the pig pen, weeding the vegetable garden, and, very most importantly, as I cannot make the very best dessert you've ever eaten without a fresh bucket of milk. Critania Dolval, she's got the cow. The best cow with the sweetest milk in the village. So if you could get a bucket from her. She's just southwest of the pool.
Meister is like counting on his fingers, trying to remember all the chores, but he has no problem with this at all, and he is absolutely going to do every single thing that she says, and he's going to encourage everyone, probably without success, to help.
Pardon my wife here. She's a little overzealous, but, well, what better behavior for guests? I suppose we could use a little bit of help around here.
Why don't you guys, or at least somebody, go get the milk? I mean, that should be able to handle that, right?
I got it.
Milk the cow.
Oh wait, no,
Nice
Althana's probably better at that.
If Sister Nysa was here, she would help me do chores, but you guys, I don't know.
I will help you with the chores, Glacier, I promise. I will go tend the cows, get the milk.
You know what? I'm not even kidding. I bet you Sturg would love to milk out the pig pen.
I got the garden, weeding the vegetables.
Okay. All right. Jeebus is going to do the vegetables. Sturg is going to milk out the pig pen. I will feed the chickens and then help out anyone else with whatever else is remaining. Leaves Alcina and Jarell. Can you guys go get the milk?
Yep.
You got to talk to this. Well, you got to talk to this widow. I mean, that's the tricky part. Muriel, are you going to help at all?
I guess I've weeded a few gardens in my time.
Perfect. I was going to say, if you do, we might be able to get you into the group. But yes, Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Isaac and Deeds gonna weed the garden. That's lovely. Adam, if you have anything like, I don't know, tree stumps or anything, this fucker can just pull them out with his arm.
Oh, well, we only have one tree.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry I said the F word, madam. Forgive me.
I've heard worse things in my day, I promise. We only have the one tree for now, aside from, the village pines, which we don't touch, we leave them. And my daughter prefers to keep ours where it is.
Alright, well, he can also split firewood. You guys see any of that? It's, the end of the... How does Isaac respond to me volunteering him for hard labor?
He thinks you're talking about Sturg. So he's just minding his own business, prepared to go and help Jeebus weed vegetables.
That would be amazing. Sturg and Sturg and fucking Isaac can have a log chopping contest. But Sturg, I hope by this
Fantastic.
point, is already mucking big pens.
Yes, most certainly.
This is lovely. We don't even need to adventure. We can just do farm chores, and I would be perfectly happy with it.
All right.
All right, where's those chickens?
So,
What?
fun fact. Made this map myself, got all the way through to the end, realized I didn't put the pig pen and like the chickens and stuff out on there. So, we're just gonna say that they live in this upper corner here.
Uh-oh. Did I disturb this child while I'm looking for the pig pens?
And as you go around Gleister to head for those,
Yeah, they're in my imagination. That's not a problem.
yes, exactly. You in fact spot a little graveyard. And there is, in fact, a young girl sitting atop a boulder in the cemetery, sort of just staring off into the distance. But as you speak to her, or rather not speak to her, but as you step up and approach the freshly dug grave, she doesn't even seem to look your direction.
Oh, well, I will speak to her. I am not going to pay attention to the grave, but I'm going to say, hello, child, and give her a friendly wave. I'm not in my armor or armed, so I look probably less threatening than usual.
She is completely silent for a moment. She doesn't answer you or turn her head to look at you.
All right. Does dipshit Gleister make the connection that it could have something to do with this freshly dug grave, as you mentioned?
Give me a perception check.
Should it be perception? Should it be insight?
Mm,
I don't think I have an advantage on one over the other anyway, but...
let's
No, wait,
go
no,
with perception this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, I do have a good perception check.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Yeah, you
natural
do.
20. Okay, well then, Leister...
Yeah, you could definitely make that connection, but she also just seems off.
Oh, so maybe she was a mute before whoever this person was that died.
Mhm.
Gleister still, he doesn't say any of this, by the way.
good.
He just cringes because he's like, oh, this child must be experiencing grief from the death, even if he doesn't have any actual conclusive evidence of this. This is what he's jumped to, is that this child must be having some sort of experiencing grief because of the death of whatever this loved one is. He's got work to do. I guess I will need an insight check to see. He wants to try to determine whether this child wants / needs to be left alone, or if there is anything helpful that he could do. You know, being
Yeah.
the goofy dad type.
As you are looking at her and Alcina steps up beside you, she does turn finally and look up at you with those large round eyes. And she simply says, "Have you ever had a bad dream you couldn't wake up from?"
Yes. Yes, I have.
If something bad happened, but then went away, is it like it never happened?
No.
No. That's not quite how that works.
You will always remember.
Yeah,
Dark vision.
I don't really think bad dreams ever really go away.
They don't go away, but we endure them. We move past them. We triumph in spite of them.
And as you are giving her this pep talk,
It's a pretty good one.
Anna rushes out the back door with a bang, through the path in the garden, and over to the little plots in the graveyard. There you are, Kala! You can't go outside without our coat or boots. You'll catch cold. Please, excuse me. And then she quickly scoops Kala up and hurries to bring her inside.
Bye.
That wasn't weird at all.
Okie dokie. No, it was. I mean, yeah, it was weird, but I think we handled this well. Thank you for backing me up, Alcina.
You're
I've
so
got to go
welcome.
feed the chickens. Nick got to go
And
feed the chickens.
I
Sturk,
got
how's
some
it coming
cows.
along with the goddamn pig pens? I'm so sorry. What'd you say, Alcina?
I'm looking for the cows.
We have to travel for the cows. I'm coming.
Yeah,
with
you guys have to. Yeah, you
Mhm.
two are gonna go because there's a widow there. So grill her for information. Watch out. Make sure she's not a hag. Make sure you wear your coats and scarves because it's, it's end of fall. Don't talk to any strangers in the way.
Except for the maybe hag.
Well, yeah, but she's your objective. Don't talk to any other strangers.
You head out of the burgomaster's cottage, and the direction that Anna gave to you is that her cottage is just southwest of the village's freshwater pool. With a little bit of asking around, you are at the very least able to make your way to that pool in sort of like a, to like get a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a landmark of what's going on. As you step up to this pool to get your bearings, even under the gray skies of day, the pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced. A cottage is just southwest of this pool.
I will give the statue a hug.
Its creaky arms bend to embrace you. No. You do feel a sense of tranquility, but whether it's just the brightly sparkling pool or the bright light that seems to be glinting off of it from the sun. But, well, it was at least a nice hug.
Yeah.
All right.
We were actually looking for. We were coming to Cav for a reason. One of the prophecies.
Yeah, for
Find water aglow with the light of the sun hidden behind the walls of man.
yes.
Knowledge
Can
of
you
the
say that again?
It's
Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. Look to the west. Find water aglow with the light of the sun hidden behind the walls of man.
So I'm assuming this is really the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Are we all at the pond or?
no.
No,
Nope,
just
me and Jarrell.
Jarell and Alcena.
Okay.
Is there anything abnormal about the pool? Like, does this look like a normal pool? Like, it doesn't feel magical or.
Nope. It just looks like a bright, vibrant, shining pool.
I will take a taste from it.
Okay.
Take a little sippy sip.
Look up and you see something peeing in the pool.
You immediately die. No, I'm just kidding. You dip your hand in and take a nice drink from the pool. And nothing appears to happen. But it tastes sweet, almost. Very fresh.
Is it fairly clear water?
Crystal.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. This is the most vibrantly pleasant, lovely pool of water you have come across in the entirety of Barovia.
That's nice.
Interesting.
I guess if they had to only drink water for the rest of their lives, at least the people of Krezk would have a good source of it.
Yeah, I
appears
don't think
so.
I was saying about having to drink well water.
Well, we can come back to it, maybe get a little bit more information.
Yeah. Can't hurt.
Go milk the cows and go ask the Burgomeister about it.
Sure. Let's
You
go ahead and grab the water and come back later.
You turn from the pool and head to find the most southern west cottage. And as you arrive at Kretiana's modest cottage, the widow herself stands at her doorstep, a shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders, hurrying away. If you've come for me, you'll have to wait. Demira is about to bring a child into this world, and I simply need to be there. If you've got words for me, walk and talk. Come on now. Oh, and one of you go fetch the Baroness. She must be there.
Oh goodness, if only I was there to help.
I know, I'm so sad you didn't come. Well, to be fair, someone does have to go back to the house and shout, Baroness, Baroness.
Okay. I can run back to the house, grab the Baroness, and meet you guys where?
Just down the street.
I was sent here for milk.
Yes, I can fetch the cow after I have finished. This is quite a bit more important and time sensitive, don't you think so, Sonny?
I've never given birth to a child. I don't know how complicated it is.
Well,
My
I fear
apologies.
that's obvious.
You saw me deliver that. Me and Sister Nice delivered that ghost baby.
It's a ghost baby.
Well,
That is true.
similar.
All right. Alcena runs away, leaving you with this. Honestly, this old lady is walking faster than you would imagine. You kind of have to trot to keep up with her.
All right. Well, I will keep pace and kind of stay on the road to wave people down and send them where they need to go.
All right.
So when Alcina comes to get the Baroness, am I alerted to her arrival?
I would almost guarantee you hear
Shouting.
some sort of commotion. Yeah.
Apparently, there's a lady giving a baby or giving birth to a baby, and the lady that we were sent to go talk to needs to go help her and wants the Baroness. It is this way.
Oh goodness. Okay. You go get the Baroness. I gotta go wash up so I can help.
Okay.
Really, it's Demira's time already. Ah, so inconvenient. I'm trying to cook a meal here. All right, let's go. Hurry up, you lot. Whoever's coming, let's go. Babies wait for no one.
Over here
Was
from
that
the
enough?
garden, can I,
Was that-
would I be able to hear that from the garden?
Yeah, most definitely. She's walking
Okay.
out the door as she's shouting this.
I run with them, try to catch up.
Did I have enough time to clean up?
Yeah, you could probably run down the street quickly after him.
Okay, I just need to, do the old surgical scrub down, and then I run after them. Yes.
Okay. Without them, the midwife leads you, Jarrell, through the quiet village streets, her pace quick and purposeful. The air is crisp and cold, and you feel another shiver as you near the cottage, and the sound of low, pained groans drift out through the windows. Sends that shiver down your spine that has nothing to do with the cold. Tritania herself doesn't hesitate, however, and she simply pushes inside, calling out her assurances to the laboring woman within. Inside, the room is dimly lit by a handful of candles, their glow flickering against rough-hewn walls. Demira, one would assume, lies on a straw-stuffed mattress, her face slick with sweat, gripping her husband's hand as what one can assume is another contraction racking her body. You all arrive not long thereafter, the Baroness in tow, who unwraps her shawl, pushes up her sleeves, and heads in along with the rest of you.
Drell's stand by the door.
He's like, I'm not going in there.
Nope.
I'm peeking in.
Okay, I'm preparing the workspace so that the competent midwife can operate. I'm going to be her assistant.
The labor is quite long. You all do stand there for a few hours. But
So
yes.
the three, I was just going to make sure that the three of them definitely hang out the whole time.
Yeah, I'll be on guard at the door.
Did we get the chores done? Other than the milk? Well, Isaac could still be weeding, and Sturg's probably fine. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think you got it all done, all that stuff. At last, however, with one final push, Kritiania catches the newborn and carefully swaddles him, giving a small smile to Demira and says, "Congratulations, you've a son, young woman." And Demira collapses back onto her bedding, exhausted but beaming as she reaches for her child and cradles it to her face, but as Pratania places the infant in her arms, the rest of the room falls into an uneasy hush. There is silence where there ought to be squalling.
No.
The baby does not cry.
No.
Demiro rocks him gently, whispering words of comfort, though she looks up and her smile falters as the silence lingers, seeming confused.
Leister sinks to his knees and he's crying.
Ooh.
Britannia goes about her business, cleaning up the after effects of the birth, but her lips are pressed into a thin line, and if you look at her closely, you can see the tension in her shoulders, the way her fingers tremble slightly as she adjusts this and that. She gives the Baroness a nod, who gives a nod, and they all begin to depart for the front doors.
Come on, does anyone have medicine? Medicine? Can we do a medicine check?
I just tried and I
Oh.
failed horribly.
Oh my
Though,
god, you killed the baby even more.
No. As you hover over the baby, concerned for the silence that is very poignant in the air, you are greeted with a small, beady pair of blinking eyes. The child stares up at you from its mother's arms, though it does remain silent.
All right.
Gleister is greatly relieved. He is so excited that he just grabs Elsina and picks her up, and then sheepishly puts her down, and then goes over to admire the baby.
Santa just giggles nervously.
Demira and her husband offer you smiles, though they get a little bit awkward as you linger, Gleister, seeing as you are fully a stranger.
I helped deliver this baby. I was the midwife's assistant. Jeeves, go play a tune for this baby. Maybe it'll talk. Play-
It's
play
a
a
newborn
magical-
baby.
Oh, yeah, so you're gonna tell me how babies work, Jeeves?
Yeah.
Go in there and play
The one who has 14 children, apparently.
Go in there and play a goddamn song, Jeeves. Play a magical, nice song for the baby. It'll be the first song it ever hears, unless it's deaf, in which case it's your fault.
Okay. I mean, all right.
I'm sorry, Jeeves. I'm very tense.
Oh God.
Wow. 2 critical failures in a row. All right. I'm sorry, Jeeves. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Here,
I
out
don't
you
work
go.
well under pressure.
All right. We should actually all leave.
Yeah. After that,
Because, yeah, come on. Yes, after that, Jeeves.
it's out of
Come
tune.
on.
It's out of tune. I promise. I'm sorry.
The mother definitely seems to be the most perturbed out of all of them, and the baby does still not cry. Still does not cry. Why did I say that like Yoda?
Well,
Right, it does not.
yeah, I know that's not good. But still, maybe if Jeeves had busted out a magical song, he could have cured the baby. But no, he had to fuck it up.
Well, I would think that would get some tears with a performance like that.
Cretania and the Baroness are talking quietly outside, and the Baroness departs down the street, though, as you have come to request something of her, Cretania awaits your company back to her cottage. And as she continues down the path where the light has dimmed as are reaching about 4 in the evening, almost 5. She shakes her head and sighs. That poor child has no soul. Very sad. Very sad.
What?
How do you figure?
Oh, I was taught this from the time I was young. When a newborn does not cry, it means they are empty. Most in Barovia are. It's simply the way of things.
What the fuck
Yes.
are you talking about? They're empty.
Look in their faces. One of these days, really, really look at them as they mill about, just going from point A to point B, from home to work to home again. Most of them are simply empty people. They have no life, no spark.
I mean,
It's
I'm going to
just
be
what's
real
down.
with you. Yeah, I mean, some of these people I think I've seen around here, but children with no souls? Well, how do I know if my children have souls?
I think you would know. A father always knows.
DM, do I know? Out
Do
of
you?
character, do I know?
No.
You just said a father always knows. You said, what are you saying? That
That you're
my
none of
fatherhood
their fathers. That you are. I'm just
that my
kidding.
fatherhood is not legitimate?
That's correct. You're an illegitimate father. Your children are lively. Almost all of your children are quite lively. The babies, you haven't spent a lot of time with the babies, so you couldn't say for sure, I suppose. But
All right. Well, when we get back to Velaki, we gotta test them all for souls.
kill them and see if they come back again.
Yeah, I was like, how do you test
No.
somebody for a soul?
I don't know, Jeebus. You better figure it out, though.
Come
Me?
To make
along.
up for that, you've got to make up for that performance.
What are you talking about? You put me on the spot.
Don't blame me for your failures, Jeebus.
Come along then. I'll not have Anna thinking I sent you away empty-handed.
Yes, we should get that milk or something. You guys handle that. I'm gonna rush back to the estate and make sure that Sturg finished the work. And if he's still working on the pig pens, I will jump in and help him finish. And then I will, after I finish, help him finish with the pig pens. I'm gonna make him and Isaac have a log chopping contest while I finish the weeding of the garden, and that's it.
I'm going with Gleister. I realized I just left Isaac.
Oh, Isaac and Sturg, yeah. Oh my God, do we run back and they're having a sissy slap fight?
No, probably. They're probably like.
You walk back and they're actually like in the passionate throes of love.
Oh.
That's fine. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That is not what happens when you come back. Oh my God! 1 second. I'm so sorry, you guys. 1 second.
That'd be so funny.
Danny, is it an emergency? No. Okay, I'm in the middle of working right now. I texted you back 3 times while you were calling me on Discord.
We can hear you.
Love you, bye. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I tried to mute myself, but it didn't work. Anyways, my friend was calling me, and I told her 3 times that I was working, and she was like,
Busy.
"Fuck off! Call you on your phone instead." You return to the Burgomaster's cottage, and you can hear hushed voices as you approach the front door. Do you stop to listen, or do you head in?
Oh, I definitely stopped to listen.
I'll listen. Yeah.
Oh, hell
I heard
yeah!
it too.
That's 2 natural 20 perception checks.
Doing good. All right. Gleister, you creep close to the front door, and you can hear the tone of the Baron and the Baroness speaking within. I know you said you'd made up your mind, but please, Anna, have to reconsider. Dimitri, Gargosh, Oven, and Falcon will help us. They won't ask any questions. They know how dangerous it is to travel the roads. Even can lend his mules. We can make a new life for you in Velaki. No! I made my choice. For Kala and our people. How dare you ask me to flee like a coward? I'm going to request stealth checks from all of you at the front door.
Stealth checks.
Does that count for me too?
Oh, yes.
We did so well. Like heavy breathing on the other side of the door.
The door flies open and the Baron nearly collides with all of you. What are you all doing out here?
Nothing.
Listening.
We were
Yeah,
just getting ready to go
No.
in.
We just walked up.
Yeah.
We were in the midst
Forget.
of opening the door.
Sure. Surely. Forget whatever you heard and tell no one. I'm going for a walk.
You enjoy that walk.
Is that a good idea?
And he departs. Clearly not keen on being questioned by the likes of you.
I thought they were nice. What about the meal?
As the door is still lingering open behind you, or where Dimitri just came out from, the smell is smelling promising. And you can see that despite the conversation, Anna has simply turned away and gone back to her cooking. Give me a perception check, Gleister and Jeebus, as you step through the door.
Perception. Where to get?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my luck ran out.
Jeebus, as the two of you step through the door, you notice a bird flying away from the windowsill.
I nudge Gleister and point at the bird.
That is now gone.
Bird.
Oh,
Oh, what kind of board was it?
what kind? What
A
kind of
raven.
Give me a nature check.
me?
Mm-hmm. It was a robin.
Oh, they're nice.
Robins are cool. I let Glacier know what I saw.
Well, that's exactly his reaction. Is "Aw, robins are nice."
Thick.
Come in. Did you bring the milk with you?
Yes, I have it right here.
All right, set it down. Make yourselves comfortable. It should be done in an hour or so.
I will bring it to the kitchen and see where she would like it.
She gestures for you to simply set it to the side there on the console and turns away to mind her own business, hide her face. One of the two.
Right. So, how do you like living here in Kiev? It's rather cold here compared to other places in Barovia.
Oh, yes. The winter snows do greet us before the rest of the valley up here in Kresk. But it's quite safe, quiet, calm. I couldn't ask for more. And of course, the abbot watches over us.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the abbot?
Oh, well, not much, but he's always been there, and he certainly has our best interests at heart.
Where is he?
He stays up, in the abbey. He rarely comes down. We never see him. Some people think he doesn't exist at all.
One of our friends on the way here, the Martikov said that he had brought someone back from the dead. That's quite the extraordinary feat.
Make me an insight check.
Nope.
Brought someone back from the dead. What a story. No, nothing like that's ever happened here.
Could that possibly explain why you say that that child had no soul?
No, I'm certain the abbot has nothing to do with that. He may be old, but he's hardly as old as the land. Barovians have always, well, had the chance of emptiness.
I'd rather like to meet this man. We seek knowledge, and someone that has been around as long as he has surely must have a wealth of knowledge to share. How would one gain audience with the abbot?
Well, perhaps you could make a visit to the abbey, but, well, the middle of the night is hardly the time. Perhaps they would make an appointment with you at the doors. I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
Can I insight that? See if she's lying.
Sure. You get the sense she's not telling you the entire truth.
So, how long have you lived here?
I was born here in the village of Kresk. My whole life.
But you've never visited the abbey. That seems rather odd. It's quite prominent. Looks beautiful.
I'm happy to appreciate something's beauty from the outside. It's more like a fancy statue at the center of a town square. It exists to be looked at, but serves no other purpose than that.
That's one way to talk about the person who supposedly keeps you all safe.
Well, like I said, more myth than man.
You don't seem like you're too sure.
Well, like I said, I've never been there, so I can neither confirm nor deny whether the man exists or perhaps it's a whole group of priests up there, all keeping us safe collectively. Or perhaps they just simply have a spokesperson. I don't know. Now, it's a bit difficult to concentrate on this meal with all these questions. Why don't you guys make yourselves comfortable? If you'd like, you can set up your bedrolls in the empty room that we have just down the hall on the right. And she pointedly turns her back on you and continues to work at the stove. Jarrell, make me another perception check, please.
Can't see shit, boss.
Sure can.
Damn pollen. It's everywhere.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
My pleasure.
I'm assuming she's talking about this room here.
Indeed. Alcena, you wander into the kitchen, meandering about as Jarrell is speaking to the Baroness, and You get a whiff of a musty, aged odor coming from the shelf.
I'm gonna nonchalantly look for it, just wander around the kitchen, trying not to let her know that I'm looking.
As you carefully peruse the shelves, with absolutely no ulterior motive in mind whatsoever, you do determine that the odor is coming from a mortar and pestle up on the higher shelf.
Hey, what's that?
A mortar and pestle, it's like one of those stone cups that have like the little stone stick that you grind
for
herbs in.
spices. Okay.
Mhm.
Can I see if I remember what those specific smells are, like the herbs?
If we're gonna go by smell, yes, we're gonna have a high DC.
Which one would that be?
Nature check, please.
Okay.
Okay. You know that this smell is wolfsbane.
Nice.
Throw.
Yes.
The bed in this modest bedroom is neatly made, not touched. The shelf above the desk to the side holds an assortment of curios. A feather, a small rock crystal, and what appears to be a wolf's tooth. There's also a small weapon rack hanging on the wall, currently holding a short sword and a hunting bow with a quiver of arrows beneath it. And there is a round window with simple lace curtains, letting in a bit of fading sunlight that illuminates a hand-drawn map tacked to the wall beside it.
I would like to go take a look at that map.
Make me a history check, please. You're not entirely familiar with the Barovian geography, but the walls of Kresk are very identifiable. And what you can tell is that this map depicts the woods around Kresk extending as far south as the winery and east to a lake. As you reach for this map, however, you can see a piece of parchment tucked away on the wall behind it.
Ooh. I reach for the parchment.
It is a sketch depicting a woman with narrowed, low-set eyes whose lips seem to unconsciously curl into a snarl. A gray bandana ties back a set of thick, short-cropped dreadlocks behind her head, and a half-shredded black tunic lies beneath a set of well-worn leather armor upon her chest. And Jeebus, you step in as Jarrell is holding this paper in his hand.
What's that?
Not sure. Just saw it here behind this map.
Do you think it's important?
Hard to say. But there's a lake in the northwest of the city that somewhat matches the description of the prophecy we were foretold, but this map here shows of another lake.
Oh. Wait, hold on. My Diplomat's pack, I can recreate something I see. I think I have a... Out of character, I'm asking the question. Is it... do I have the ability to resketch the map from memory? I think I have that ability if I...
I think you're thinking more of like cartographers' tools.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's the
I
document.
have a
That's
card.
what the...
I have a cartographer's kit.
Mhm.
There was a
I
big
can't-
to do about it.
There was.
I think I have a perk that I can recreate something by looking at it, but I can't remember where it is to see if I have it or not.
Well, get back to me because that is the end of session. Dun 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 dun. You find a magical map.
Magical map.
I don't know. I mean, everything is a little bit magical in Curse of Strahd, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Good
Well,
save.
Everything has a
Good
purpose.
save.
Even the people.
No, it's like a general descriptor. I don't know.
Well, ever on tomorrow?
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
What,
All right.
what time is start time tomorrow?
4 p.m. Eastern
4.
Standard Time.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it'll be really unfortunate if Chill doesn't join us, but on the other hand, we can.
Yes.
If you guys are NPCing his character, he might get it out alive. So who knows?
Maybe. We'll have to see. But all right. I will see
Okay.
y'all same time next week.
Okie
All right.
dokie.
Alrighty. Bye.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Later.